Hi, everybody. Welcome back for a live tarot tea time. I hope you guys are doing great. I am just getting myself situated here. I was thinking for this live stream, we could do a little combination of things. There's a lot going on, like astrologically. So, I thought we could chit chat about that. Specifically, we have the year of the fire horse starts tomorrow, along with the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, like early in the morning. So, tomorrow's going to be a really big day. We also have Neptune and Saturn coming together at 0 degrees Aries. Like it's a lot. Saturn just went into Aries on the 13th. So it's like there's been a lot of rapid change happening. And if you haven't felt it yet, you're going to feel it tomorrow. So we're going to set positive intentions, of course, and just really be ready to harness the energy. A little tip I heard, out there on the YouTube streets was that while a lot of people think that you're supposed to wear red tomorrow because it's like the Chinese New Year, we're actually supposed to wear like blue, green, or like an earth tone to like ground the energy since it's the year of the fire horse. So I don't know. We're also not supposed to clean tomorrow or wash our hair because I guess it's like bad luck. So, okay. Just a couple things I heard. Hey guys, how's it going? Whitney, oh my gosh. Hi, how are you? Nelly, hey Nelly, how's it going? How is everybody? How are you guys feeling as the year of the snake winds itself down? Guys, we're almost done. Last night of the year of the snake. Are we ready for the change? I'm ready. I'm ready. But oh my gosh, hi Lorena. How's it going? Oh my gosh, it's so fun. We have like some new people coming in here. I'm so excited about the year of the fire horse just for this channel, for everything going on. Um, does everybody know which house in their birth chart is ruled by Aries, by the way? Because we are going to be doing some major focusing on that part of our lives. Really, like it's going to be kicking off this week. I feel like ever since February 13th, when Saturn entered Aries, meeting Neptune, which Neptune's already there, it was like, I don't know, like a lot was still kind of changing because of the year of the snake. But I feel like tomorrow with the Aquarius new moon solar eclipse, I feel like everything's going to be like clicking into place to move us in the direction that we're supposed to go. So if you've been still feeling kind of like, I don't know, that snake energy of just sort of don't really know which direction to go yet, or not quite sure how this, I don't know, where to plot your course. I feel like tomorrow and in a couple weeks following, we are going to be really getting our plans solidified. You're going to get some messages specifically in your Aries house. So, love it. Whitney says, I need some sort of change. I've been absolutely out of it. Girl, me too. Oh my God, me too, me too. I feel that. I feel that so much. And I am thinking that tomorrow, that new moon is going to be kicking us into gear. So don't worry, girl. We're almost there. We're almost there. Why don't I pull a little card collectively for our tea time fam just to see if we can get any messages for what this, fire horse year is supposed to be doing for us and how our Aries ruled house is going to be coming into play. For me, it's the third house of communication. So I already kind of know. Remember, we got like a little preview of this last spring and summer. We had a little break when Saturn left Pisces, went into Aries, and then went back in to Pisces, like very end of October, I think. So in the fall. So yeah, we kind of had a preview, but things didn't really get off the ground yet. 10th house. Oh my gosh, career, Whitney, your career. You're going to be having so much career focus, career change, career fire. I love that for you. I love that. I think you're going to really like that energy because you've been thinking about making different changes there. So I think it's going to be clicking into place for you. Yes, good. Need a little caffeine tonight. Okay. All right. So let's see. Collectively for all of us, please get me out of the bars. Girl, I feel you. I remember those days. Been there. It's like, it's good because it's like, it's good money that you can take home right away, but the schedule is a lot and it's tiring. And when you're ready to move on, you're ready to move on. So I feel that. Almost there, girl. It's time. It's coming. Ninth house for Nelly. Ooh, okay. So ninth house, that would be like a focus on communication. If you've ever wanted to like write a book or start a podcast or like go back to school or travel. So all things like, the higher mind is the ninth house. So this could be, I mean, maybe you'll travel abroad. You may decide to do a new study program. Anything having to do with like depth of knowledge, communication, anything international, like your mind is going to be expanding and you're going to have these opportunities for expansion that you may not see coming. So I love this. Nelly, I love the ninth house. The ninth house is so like, I don't know, it's just so good. I just love it. I love it. It's like you get like a new lease on life, you get to see different perspectives, things that you didn't know before you start learning. So, let's look forward to there. It's going to spice up your life for sure. All right. So for all of us, let's see, what do we need to know about our Aries ruled house, the energy we're tapping into during this Saturn transit of Saturn and Aries? Just any tips, any positive info. I'm actually going to put the comments on the stage. Guys, I learned how to do this. Look at that third house energy already coming through. Thank you, Saturn, giving more structure. I just discovered we could do that. So that way, when people watch the video back, they can see the comments. All right, so let's see. For all of us, what do we need to know about the Aries ruled house in our birth charts? How are we supposed to be channeling this energy? Only positive, uplifting messages from Archangel Michael. Good stuff only. Let's see. Ooh, okay, the Chariot, but in reverse. So this means that we're going to have a lot of like Mars energy. So motivation, drive, passion. We're going to feel inspired again. Okay. I love this, especially in that house ruled by Aries in our birth chart. So, Whitney, 10th house for you, Nelly, ninth house for you, third house for me. We're going to be feeling very inspired to take something on, do something in that house. Something good is going to come our way that's going to spark our interest. Now, it's in reverse only because we are cautioned to make sure that we continue to like take the proper steps. So, one thing about Aries and Mars energy is that it can be really impulsive. I feel like that is going to probably be like the biggest thing to keep an eye out for during these next like 3 years of Saturn and Aries. Because, whereas Saturn and Pisces had like some illusion and delusion and confusion associated with it, with Aries energy, there's like no confusion. We're going to be like, okay, I'm inspired. I know what I want to do. Let's do it now. Let's go. There's an impulsivity there. So the only little tip or advice is yes, follow that passion, but just make sure you take a breath and have a plan and then follow the plan. Because there's always the risk with Saturn and Aries of getting really like gung ho about something and like going all in and maybe speaking too soon or being overly aggressive about something. So it's just like take a nice deep breath and follow your passion. But I do love that we had the Chariot. I love the Mars energy. There may be some choices coming up that we are going to be decisive about. So I like that. All good stuff. Hi, Skull. Wait, what is it? Skolot? Is that what it says? Skolot 10. Hi, welcome. We're just talking a little bit about Saturn and Aries, getting excited for the new moon tomorrow in Aquarius. Cannot wait, you guys. It's going to be such a positive, like, rebirth collectively. I know that we have people here from like all over. If you guys are in the United States, though, it's been a nightmare. I'll just be honest. I'll speak openly with my friends here. Guys, it's been a nightmare, a little nightmare. So I'm hoping that with the Aquarius new moon tomorrow, Saturn and Aries, all of us are going to be feeling mobilized, activated, inspired, and we're going to be making some really good positive changes. That's what I see coming. And Aquarius, the collective, we the people, I feel like it's going to be good. Good change is coming. We're manifesting it. Oh, it's Gigi. Hi, Gigi. How are you? It's so good to see you. Okay. And you guys, this is also a celebrity tarot tea. So if you guys have any requests, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to dive into some celeb requests that I've gotten in the DMs. Okay, so the first request I got. What? Oh my gosh, you guys, the not prank calls, what do you call it? The scam calls are just out of control. I had this really long message from a scammer. Like, okay. Anyway, sorry, side note. Oh my gosh, hi. Hello, Britt. Can we see what are the Apor Vaspinis? Man, I hope I am saying these names right, you guys. But very cute picture. Look at that puppy. Adorable. Nicola's intentions towards Jake. Ooh. Dun dun dun. The Bridgerton of it all. Did you guys did anybody get to watch the Bridgerton Patreon or members only deep dive? I really want you guys to comment because I want to know what y'all think. I'm like, what? I wonder what everybody else thinks their sun, moon, rising are. Anyway, no pressure, but I'm just curious. Okay. Nicola's intentions towards Jake. Yes. Let's go ahead and start there. And then I will get to my DM list. And then you guys can keep, we can just go back and forth. She didn't post on his birthday. Oh, really? Oh my God. Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is, of course, alleged for entertainment purposes only. We are going to see what could possibly be going on, according to the Tarot T, between Nicola Coughlin and her boyfriend, Jake. And what are her intentions specifically towards Jake? Okay. All right. Lauren says, curious too about Nicola towards Jake. They've had less interaction on social media. Interesting. Well, you guys, let me say this as well. With all of these outer planets moving signs right now, if something is meant to change, this is the time when things will start changing. When we get to the summer, we have Jupiter also moving into Leo. So I feel like a lot of people are like making decisions right now, and that'll continue like into the spring. So it's like if it was going to happen, if they weren't really a great fit for each other, this could be the time, just astrologically, when they decide to go their separate ways. So like that would kind of make sense. So let's just see. Okay. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, Nicola's feelings towards Jake. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles left out in the cold. Okay. So yikes. Okay. So since we asked about her intentions towards him, and we got the Five of Pentacles, you guys, I feel like allegedly she's intending to leave him out in the cold. So you guys mentioned that she didn't post for his birthday. It looks like that might have been intentional. Let's get some clarification. Let's see. Hi, Nelly. How's it going? Also, Luke and Nick. Okay. And then Francis says, hi, Shawn and Bruna. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving these requests. Okay, absolutely. All right. So fun. Okay. Why is she allegedly wanting to leave Jake out in the cold? Why is she creating distance right now? Allegedly. The Page of Pentacles. She sees him as immature. Okay. Now, how weird is this, you guys? So this is the Golden Girls Tarot deck, of course. You know, it's my favorite one. But this is Blanche Devereaux. And whenever I have like a character that comes out on more than one card in a reading, I always feel like that means there's like more of a connection between the two cards. So I see him as being this Five of Pentacles, but also this Page of Pentacles. Now, to me, that means part of the reason, allegedly, that she is pushing him away has to do with his attitude towards money and career. Now, pages are, it can represent someone who's younger than you. We do know that there's an age gap in their relationship. Nicola is older than Jake. Also, when there's an age gap, there can also be a maturity gap, right? There could be like, just she is at a different place in her mind when it comes to the way she views her career and money and opportunity. She seems a lot more like chill and laid back. Like genuinely, she comes across as like pretty comfortable in her own skin, comfortable with her life, where she is in life. I feel like she feels pretty good, With him, I get this sense, and I don't know really much about him, but just from like his photos and stuff, body language, I just get a sort of feeling that he's a little bit more unsure, which is fine, when you're that age. I'm not sure how old he is, but I think he's like 8 years younger than her. But when you're younger or you're just new at something or you just feel like you haven't really come into your own yet, yeah, there can be a kind of a weirdness and awkwardness that you feel. No judgment towards him on that. But I think that if she's in a different place, it can be kind of a turnoff in a way. So I feel like she has started to look at him as being a little bit too immature for her, specifically when it comes to like career themes. Maybe they've had disagreements about her career, about her traveling. Like I don't know what about career necessarily. Maybe he's anxious about his career. I don't know. Let's get one more clarification, but I definitely think this is him. Like she sees him as like younger and like more immature, and we're talking 5 of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. So this has to do with money and career. Interesting that would come into play. So let's get a clarifier here. Oh my God, Nelly, stop. Bridgerton season 5 starts filming in March. Who whose story are they telling in Bridgerton season 5? Oh my God. I'm excited. But also, what's gonna happen when they're both on set together again? Oh my gosh. Okay. And by them I mean Nicola and Luke, of course. He's 26 and she's 39. That's a big age gap. That's a really big age gap. Like, I'm 39. I can't imagine dating someone 26. I cannot. Like, I wouldn't do it. There's just no way. There's just no way. You're just such a different person at that age. And I just couldn't do it. Eloise, I hope, is season 5. Oh my gosh. Eloise is so Aquarius. I hope they tell her story in season 5 too. Oh, we don't know yet. Okay. Fingers crossed. I would love it to be Eloise. All right. Clarification. What about him and his career is like kind of a turnoff, and his attitude towards money specifically? Ooh, got 2 cards. We're going to take them. The Devil card. Stop it, you guys. It's Blanche again. A 3rd card with this character on it, and it's the Devil. Okay. This is wanting to have your cheesecake and eat it too. And then we have the Hierophant, which is like life lessons. All right. Now, alleged, because we do not know this for a fact. I don't want to I feel bad talking crap about somebody because that's what this is going to sound like. But here's what I'm getting just from the cards. If you get the Devil card to clarify something, this really talks about somebody's attitude and their mindset. This is I want to have my cake and eat it too. It can be self-serving, self-centered. I mean, think Devil card energy, right? It's like you just want everything for yourself. You want what you want. There's a lack of forethought. It's like somebody who really just kind of is out to get as much as they can out of life. So there could be a feeling that she's gotten, maybe through things that he said, different conversations, where there's been this sense that she's gotten of him being a little bit clout chasey, allegedly. Because that's what this would be. This would be like someone who's not in it for the right reasons, or somebody who likes you, but then you get this weird sense that maybe they're trying to invite themselves to things that are really more for you, or they want to be sure that they're in a lot of photos with you, but it's not, you don't feel like it's because they just want to be with you. You feel like it's because they want to be seen with you to help their career. So there's something about career and how much he wants to be successful, and she's getting this weird Devil card energy. So I think she's pushing him away a bit to see if he still continues to want to be there. Almost like a test. Like, okay, if I'm not doing all these things with him publicly, because I get the feeling that he might be sort of using me for clout, if I'm not doing these things publicly anymore for him, will he still be around? So it's sort of like a test to see is it the fame that he's after, or is it her that he really wants to be with? So I feel like she's kind of starting to go back and forth, allegedly, in her mind about this. That's what these cards would suggest. Okay, interesting. And then the Hierophant is a big life lesson. So this tells us that overall, this relationship is like a life lesson relationship. She's learning something important from it, and he's learning something important from their connection. This could suggest that that's sort of the reason, the reason, the season, or the lifetime, as we say. I feel like there's a reason that they got together. And for her, I think it's to learn more about, you know, the difference between someone who is pursuing you for fame and like kind of like what to look for and making sure that people are genuine. There's like a life lesson around that, I think, for her. And then for him, it's like, be clear about your intentions with people. Other people are not going to respond well if they feel like you're just trying to use them. So it's like he needs to get a little bit more into his emotions and make sure he's giving as much as he's receiving from his relationships, and she needs to have a few more boundaries and more walls up before she just lets someone in. So, yeah, it's kind of a lot. It's kind of heavy what's going on there, but I do think that changes are coming. I with these cards, I don't know. They could push through the spring, but there could be a breakup coming depending on how he handles her pushing back a little bit or her pulling back from him a bit. So we'll see. I'm telling you, the relationships behind the scenes are just as interesting as the relationships on the show. The real show is behind the scenes. Okay. So let's do the next request that we had. Hold on, let me see. Shawn and Bruna. Okay, now this is an interesting one. I have not seen Shawn Mendes with Bruna again. I like saw some stuff, I don't know, a few months ago when you guys were like requesting a reading about him. I looked it up and I did see them together, but then I haven't seen them together a bunch since. Like he hasn't really been in the press. Um, at least not like the media that I come across. So kind of interesting. I wonder if when Saturn leaves Pisces, because he does have so much Pisces in his chart, I wonder if he's gonna come back into the spotlight more. I feel like people with a lot of Pisces placements, while Saturn has been transiting their sign for the last 3 years, they've been a little bit more underground. We look at Camila Cabello, who also has a lot of Pisces, Shawn Mendes, Justin Bieber. He finally kind of came up for air at the Grammys. Um, he's just now finishing his Saturn return in Pisces, like, yeah, or he just finished it, as of the 13th of February. So I do feel like a lot of our Pisces friends, people with Pisces placements, are starting to kind of come back into the public. Like they're getting back out there. So let's see what's going on with Shawn. It's been an internal time, learning a lot of things for Pisces placements. A lot. And if you have placements in Virgo, by the way, Saturn has been opposite your placements. So Virgos could also have had a little bit more time for reflection, like behind the scenes. So they may have also kind of gone, underground a bit. Okay. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Shawn Mendes and Bruna. Let's get Shawn's feelings, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, towards Bruna, who's been rumored to be dating, right? Best friend of the of the year awards, you guys. Well, it doesn't get clearer than that. He views her as a friend. I mean, how funny. Like that's pretty spot on. Also, something interesting about this 6 of Wands is that if you look at the card, Sophia, she's holding like an award and she's up on a stage and getting a bunch of like applause. This to me, because Shawn is famous and we're asking about his love life, this to me would suggest that there could be a PR relationship element to this whole thing. So it's possible that he really views her as a friend, but he was kind of wanting to keep people talking about him. He wants people to speculate about his relationship, maybe just because it keeps him in the press. Um, and so there was an element of it that was kind of for the crowd. He really just views her as a friend, allegedly. Okay. Interesting. What about Bruna? How does she view Shawn? Allegedly. How does Bruna view Shawn Mendes, allegedly? Page of Cups, of course. Of course. So he views her as like just a friend. I think she's been friend zoned in his eyes, but she sees him as the Page of Cups, her emotional new beginning. Yikes. So it's definitely a mismatch. I think she has feelings for him. I think he has feelings of friendship towards her. There we go. So yeah, let me know what you think, Francisca. Because was that what you were expecting? That was kind of what I was expecting. So I have one, you guys. There was a DM that I received last week about Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner because during the Super Bowl halftime show, which I thought was so good, absolutely loved it. During the halftime show, I guess like Kendall Jenner was there and she was like holding hands with her friend. And people were kind of wondering like, how is she feeling because they used to date? I really never got that relationship, by the way. I mean, we did some readings on it. It seemed like it was real, but like, I don't know, just kind of strange. So I just want to see like how did she actually feel, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, while watching Bad Bunny perform? Because the press was really trying to frame it like she was holding hands with her friend because she was sort of feeling like emotional and maybe a little bit sad that they're not together anymore. I don't know. Let's see. So how was Kendall Jenner really feeling during Bad Bunny's halftime show? Allegedly. The Page of Pentacles. Oh, so she was thinking about her career. She did have a Super Bowl commercial. Page of Pentacles, new income streams. Let me see a clarifier on that. Career focus here. Was she just doing it for the cameras? Like trying to look emotional for the cameras? Oh my God, stop. Let's get a clarifier for that Page of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. Look at this person looking to the future with the binoculars on, feeling far away. Yeah, he was on the stage. She was up in the stands, I'm sure in like a box or something. But like watching someone from far away. Interesting, because that's exactly what was happening. This is very like literal. Three of Wands, that's like passion. Three is sort of like in this context, it can be like three is a crowd, like he's with somebody else or she's with somebody else. But there was like interest. And then Page of Pentacles would be like wondering if being with that person would be good for your career. It's a page though, so it's kind of immature energy. It's like not really thinking things through fully when it comes to this situation. Hmm. Let me see. Let me get another one here to clarify Kendall's feelings toward Bad Bunny. Oh, and I see you guys are commenting. Okay. I'm going to come back and read them in 1 second once I finish this. I can't wait to hear what y'all are saying. Oh my God. I see like there's some comments on the the Luke stuff. I mean the Nicola and Jake stuff. All right. Kendall towards Bad Bunny. What else? What else? Her real feelings. Oh my God. Those went flying. Okay. I love it. I love when they go flying, something like that. You know that's real. Like there's some energy behind that. Okay. Ooh, yes. All right. Get ready, you guys. The 7 of Cups, this is like not sure what to do, confusion. It's like a lot of choices here. Like in one cup, there's like a heart, and another one, there's a snake, a castle, a diamond. It's like, I don't know what to do. That's how she feels. She's like, I don't know what to do, allegedly. The Queen of Swords, cutting things off too soon or being too harsh. I think she's the one that walked away from him. She's the one that walked away from him or was detached emotionally when she was with him. This is sort of like, that energy, like it's in every like high school teen movie where there's like a girl that is like with this guy and the guy's like not that cool or whatever, or he's like kind of cool, but then like this jock asks her out and she decides to like go be with that person and she kind of like leaves the other guy on red. And then, I don't know, a few months later, he like comes back after like Christmas break and he's all buff and stuff. Like it's like that kind of feeling. Like I feel like she Like, she knew he was a big deal or whatever, and because we have Page of Pentacles, this is super shallow, like, I am talking about this as far as, like, career goes, like, it's kinda shallow, but it's almost like she was thinking, like, he's a big deal and stuff, but, like, I don't really know how I feel. 7 of Cups, I don't really know what to do, like, kind of like him, kind of not. But then 3 of Wands, when she saw him from far away with her little binoculars on, it's like she had perspective and she was like, "Oh my god, this guy's actually a huge deal. Like, I really messed up." Like Queen of Swords. Like, I was the Queen of Swords and I'm regretting that now. The Star card, hoping for like a renewal. Oh my god. How many times are we going to go round and around? The Star card is associated with Aquarius energy, so this is like can be like through friendships. So trying to reconnect through friendships because Aquarius is associated with friendships and community. The star card can also be like fortune after difficulty. So a real like renewal, bringing something back to life because this comes after the tower in the deck. So I think that in her mind, she's having these regrets and wondering if there's a way to like resurrect that relationship. Oh my god, so the reason she was holding hands with her friend, I think that was, like, genuine. I do think that she was hoping that he would, like, see that, like, see those photos in the press. She's definitely putting it out there that she regrets, you know, them, like, breaking up or, like I think that she feels she made the wrong choice with the 7 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. She made the wrong choice because I don't think she's with Devin Booker anymore, right? I feel like she kinda went back and forth between those 2 and then chose Devin Booker, and now she's just, like, regretting it. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. What are you guys saying? Okay. Epor sub oh my god, I cannot read. Sorry, guys. Epor sabness? We're gonna say it like that. All right. Is Luke not posting his girlfriend on social media because of business advice? Since the fandom doesn't like Antonia. Interesting. Did his new management team advise not to post her on his public account? Okay, so remember you guys when we did like a reading, this was a few months back when he was doing the play and he had, like, taken a lot of things down off of his social media, and he had put up some, like, really, like, broody pictures, and he was announcing that he was, like, gonna be in McQueen, and he was kind of in this, like, serious actor era, and he looked different because he changed his hair for the role, and he was just putting a vibe out there that was very serious actor, really wanting to take things to the next level. So I feel like that's true, like, I feel like he was going through that. So he may still be in that phase. And we did do a reading and the cards confirmed that he was like trying to enter a new era and his social media was a part of it. So maybe that's what that is. I mean, it's possible that it's just sort of for his image kind of thing. Lauren says, I had to step away and just catching up with the live. A friend of mine has thought forever that Jake was clout chasing. Okay, Lauren, that's what the tarot T is saying. I hope Nick gets the clarity she needs. I do too. I hope she does too. And I think she is because, that reading basically was saying she's clocking it and now she's sort of testing the waters to see if she can confirm or deny that that's what's really going on. She'll figure it out. She's got strong Capricorn energy. She's going to get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry. Okay. Didn't Antonia post a story for Luke's birthday? But Luke didn't post anything for hers. Oh my gosh, Lauren. What? Sova said, yes, exactly, Lauren. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. I mean, he couldn't even post it on his story. Even if like they are still together, that to me still shows like kind of an imbalance because obviously she posted because it's like important to her on some level. So like if you care about that person, I feel like you should mirror that and like post about them too, just to make them feel special. Like kind of weird that he didn't. It's not the biggest deal, but it is. You know what I mean? Kind of one of those things. Her post was an old picture of them. Ooh, okay. So using an old picture. Why not a new picture? Maybe, like, during better times, like, trying to get him to reminisce about the good times. So sad. Okay. Yeah, the vibes are not great with either couple, I will say that, based on our readings. Okay. So, We were doing a reading on Kendall and Bad Bunny. Let me go back to Bad Bunny's feelings, or Benito, his feelings toward Kendall now. Now, I get the feeling that she was having regrets based on the tarot tea. It seemed hidden. I can't talk. Seeing him in like a new light, being like, oh wow, he's so impressive. He looks so great. Like, I really messed up. That was kind of her thoughts based on the tarot. So let's see how he felt towards her. What are his current feelings towards her? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Ooh, we got two. You guys stop. This is too much. We got two cards. We have the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. Hello. Well, you know what that one means, you guys. Um, so a lot of passion. So I think he is very like attracted to her. He thinks she's very beautiful. Definitely still into her, still has a crush on her. The High Priestess is interesting though, because that's sort of like he has a major Pisces stellium. And the High Priestess to me feels very much like a Piscean energy. It's like kind of confusing. So I feel like he's like attracted to her, but he also finds her mysterious, confusing. It's a little unsettling. It's like he doesn't feel a sense of security around her. Like, let me get a clarifier there. Hmm. What's this High Priestess? Yep, you guys. I said like a lack of clarity, like can't really count on them, that type of feeling, like kind of confusion. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is clarifying that. The Knight of Pentacles is like solid, like bringing you something that lasts. Slow and steady wins the race. This is what he would prefer in a relationship if he were to like pursue something. Um, it's funny because I feel like he is well, very, very Piscean. He's two ways. Like he's either very single and like wants to kind of date everybody, be free, no commitment type of thing. Or if he's in a relationship, he wants it to be like solid, long lasting, like something that lasts for years and years and years. And it's like somebody you can trust, you can count on, like very romantic at heart. With her, he feels like he might not ever be able to have that with her. Um, he sees her as High Priestess, like someone that he can't really reach. It's like no matter how well you know her, you feel like you don't really know her. Like that's kind of the feeling. So there's attraction, but there's a disappointment when it comes to a lack of stability. It's like he can't really build something with her. I think he would like to, like if it was possible, he would want to, but he doesn't think that he can. Very interesting. So it's sort of like seeing somebody as a hookup because you just don't think that they really are able to ever give you more. It's an interesting dynamic between the two. And I don't think he's wrong because with her, we got the 7 of Cups, like confusion. I think he can't read her because I don't think she knows what she wants yet. Interesting. Interesting. Hi, Gunyar. How's it going? Welcome. Hi, Brianna. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. Well, Brianna, we've been talking. We've been talking. Let's see. We've talked about Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner. We've talked about Luke Newton and Nicola and Antonia. The Bridgerton, the old Bridgerton thing. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Um, Gunyar. Oh, we were looking at Bad Bunny and Kendall. Okay, let's see. Nelly says I agree. Lorena, what did Lorena say? Okay, Lorena says, "I don't like Antonia, but I also feel bad for her." Yeah. Like, girl, dump him and go live your life. Agreed, agreed. At some point, if somebody is not matching your energy, definitely you need to go. You got to have that self-respect, right? Because it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. So just take your self-respect and move it along. Better to be alone than with somebody that, isn't matching your energy. Like 100% agree with you guys. Okay, Brianna says, can we do Ariana Grande and an update on her and Ethan? Yes, Brianna, what a good request. Okay, let's do it. Okay, Gunyar says, Britt, Nicola didn't post anything for Jake's birthday. Yes, Gunyar, we talked about that, which is very weird. Gunyar, you're going to love the reading. You have to go back and watch that reading. We did a deep dive into Nicola's feelings towards Jake, and it was pretty juicy. I think you're going to love it. I also think you're going to like the outcome of that reading. Okay, Ariana Grande update on Ethan. Brianna, I know. Well, Pisces season starts the 18th, and then we get to Aries season after that, right? I feel like this Aries season is going to be very supercharged because we have Neptune and Saturn in Aries. All right, let's do this. Okay, Whitney says, been cleaning. You go, Whitney. So proud of you. Also, maybe how Justin's doing. Justin Bieber, yes. Okay. Whitney, I literally, like, I can only clean and do chores when I'm listening to, like, something on YouTube. So, I am the same way, my friend. Look at you getting all that done on a Monday night, though. Proud of you. I need to do some laundry folding after this, guys. I know, so fascinating. That's the real tea around here. But I'm trying to get the laundry folding done because supposedly tomorrow on the Lunar New Year, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do chores. So just FYI, guys. All right. Okay, let's see. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What is going on with those two? Just so bizarre. Honestly, so bizarre. Let's get Ariana's feelings towards Ethan first. Why don't we start there? Sorry, I'm trying to tap in. I'm like, gotta try to get a vibe. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Ariana is very allegedly, Ariana Grande is very focused on her career. 8 of Pentacles. This is someone who, career is like front and center. Now, she does come across as like warm and squishy and like warm and fuzzy, and I do think she's sweet. Like it's so weird with Ariana Grande. It's like sometimes I'm like, wow, she says like the sweetest things, like she can be very kind. She also says a lot of things like politically, like standing up for people, and like I admire how she's spoken out against ICE and like all those things. Like so I like her. I do. But when it comes to her relationships and her love life, girl, like I don't know, she's made some interesting choices. If you really look back, it's like she's been with a lot of guys who were with somebody else when she got with them. That's just a fact. You can look that up. There are YouTube videos about it where people have done timelines. And I get this sense that really on her mind right now is like career success and power with the 8 of Pentacles. So it's weird that we would get this when asking about her love life and how she feels towards Ethan, because this is almost like staying with someone because it helps your career. And the reason I think that she might have that mindset is because all of the drama that surrounded that relationship, like um, you know, when Ethan's wife came out with that article and that expose, and she really talked about how she felt and what truly happened, like how Ethan did leave her for Ariana. Like there was no confusion there. She made sure that people knew what really happened when Ariana and Ethan tried to make it look like, oh, like they were already broken up. We were already broken up. Like, it just sort of happened, but everybody was single at the time. She made sure to let people know that's not what really happened. And honestly, good for her. Good for her. She set the record straight. That was important to her. And hopefully that made her feel better. Um, but I think that Ariana, because of that, she knows how bad that would make her look if she broke up with Ethan at this point in time. 8 of Pentacles. It's like, I need to make things work so that I have a good image, and then people continue to hire me. She's just really scared of of losing this 8 of Pentacles, losing status over the scandal of it all. Okay. I mean, not the best reason to stay with somebody. Yikes. It's a little harsh, but it's kind of where her mindset is, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Okay. Rihanna says, I can see that because she's been talking about tour and acting. Okay. It's like he's not in the picture, LOL. Brianna, so well said, because this is like asking about a relationship and then the card being 8 of Pentacles. It's like, this isn't even, like you said, it's like, this isn't even somebody who's thinking about the relationship at all. Your career and your power and status are front and center right now. Interesting. Okay. So let's see how he feels towards her. How does Ethan Slater allegedly for entertainment purposes only feel towards Ariana? How does Ethan feel towards Ariana allegedly? Guys, this is like the 3rd time we've gotten the Page of Pentacles. Lots of like, I don't know, lots of fresh energy, lots of newbie energy. Okay, so what's interesting about this Page of Pentacles, this leads me to believe, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, that he may have been promised some things. Okay, so this, because we have Page of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles, this is like a power dynamic. Okay, Ariana, being the 8 of Pentacles, is the one who has the power, has sort of the control. I don't think this is super healthy, okay? This is not looking great. This is an imbalance of power, which makes sense because she is a much bigger star than Ethan. She has more money than him, she's the 8 of Pentacles. He looks at himself compared to her as the Page of Pentacles. Like, he's like, wow, her career is up here. I'm right here, but I'm the page, so I'd like to continue to advance. So I think that this could have turned into more of a business arrangement where she might be doing whatever she wants behind the scenes, image management, meaning she could be dating other people, whatever, keeping it a secret. And the agreement could be like, okay, he won't say anything as long as she's promised to like get him roles or pay him or something. Page of Pentacles has to do with a financial arrangement. So yeah, he may be getting paid to like stay quiet and just pose for like, a few paparazzi photos from time to time to make it look like they're still together. But this really feels career focused and kind of manufactured. I don't get there's no like romantic vibe. Mm, Justice for Lily and their kid, right? Brianna, I think the karma came for him. I really do. Because I don't think this is what he expected at all. Brianna says Wicked is over, and there were rumors that she would break up with him after Wicked. Oh, for sure. I thought she would too, but I feel like she's just not doing it yet. I think they've broken up behind the scenes, but I think that she sort of feels like this needs to go on longer because of, Lily and their child. And she's like, we need to make this look like it was a real relationship and not just something that we did on a whim, to try to keep people from like, I don't know, being more angry, because I guess it like feels more flippant. I don't know. She's like trying to make it seem like a more serious relationship so that, I don't know, it comes across as more significant, like they didn't just ruin someone else's life for no reason, which they kind of did. Sorry, but they kind of did. Um, what a shame. Like what a shame. So selfish, you know what I mean? So sad. Okay, let me see. What are you guys saying? Gunyar, stop. There's a rumor that Ariana and Ethan got engaged. I mean, their relationship beginning in that way is not good, and I think they got that woman's karma and are gonna live it at some point. Okay. Gunyar, this is so weird. So before you said that, I was thinking, I was like, they're gonna need to make it look legitimate. And in my head, I had this feeling of like, I had this thought like maybe they would even get married just to like make it look real so that it seems more legit. It's like, well, they started dating, but they ended up getting married, so it was a serious relationship and they were just really in love. And like, it's a shame that that this happened with Lily and the baby, but like, they were really in love and they got married. Like, I could even see that happening. And I was thinking that before you said that. So I would not be surprised if that happened, if they got engaged, because that would make it look more legitimate. I know this is so bad, like, it's so gross. Lauren, I agree, it's so gross. It's so bad. I mean, people are still upset about it. Of course, Brianna, of course they are. It definitely was, like, a horrible look for her. I mean, I just can't look at her the same. It was so that's so sad. It's like and, like, when Lily J put out that article and talked about how things felt from her perspective, it was just, like, so heartbreaking. And then you find out that she was with this guy, like, they were, like, high school sweethearts, like, it's awful. Like, it is so sad and so awful. Mm. Okay. So that's what's going on. It is a whole diabolical thing, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, Brianna. And I would not be surprised if they got married just to continue the sham of it all to try to make themselves look better. Yikes. And I think there'd be like a prenup, ironclad financial agreement. Like it would be really putting it out there in a manufactured way, like a true publicationship. Kinda like back in, like, the old Hollywood days when people would, like, get married just for, like, the studio would have them get married, and it would be, like, a full-on sham life. Okay, anyway, moving on, allegedly. Um, oh, Brianna says, "My mom is a Pisces, her birthday's March 3rd." Love that. March 3rd Pisces people are very, like, emotional, creative, um, bubbly, like a social butterfly. I'm sure she's just lovely. So happy early birthday to her. Hi, MST. How's it going? So we were just talking about um Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater, and now we're going to talk about Justin Bieber. We're going to check in on him for Whitney. So, okay. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, how is Justin Bieber really doing? Now, I am so curious to hear what you guys think about his Grammys performance. So I had the Grammys on. I didn't like watch it. It was sort of on in the background and like I was doing something else and then maybe I was even on a live stream with you guys. I don't know, but I didn't really watch and then later I like watched the clip of him singing and the reviews were so mixed. Some people were saying like, "Oh my gosh, he looked absolutely tragic." Blind Items were saying that he looked like he was not well and that he was walking around backstage in his boxers and everybody was sort of like all the celebrities were kind of talking about him and like it was a really strange uncomfortable performance. Then other people were saying like, "Oh my gosh, it was so raw and real and symbolic and he did great." What do you guys think? Like, what did y'all think of Justin's Grammy performance? Because it was all over the board. I feel like people had really different thoughts about it. Um, for me, I just saw like the clips of it and it made me feel, I'll be honest, my vibe was a little sad. Also because his reactions to when the host was, like, joking around, Trevor Noah, I really like Trevor Noah, I think he's a really great comedian. I also think as far as comedians go, he's, like, really nice, he kind of has a good vibe. Like, he's not someone that I feel like picks on people in, like, a nasty way, I feel like he keeps it pretty lighthearted. So, I don't know, I feel like most people who are there would probably be pretty just chill with him, pretty comfortable. And Justin, it was sad, like, he seemed very uncomfortable. When Trevor came over and was, like, joking around with them, I don't know, Justin had, like, a pretty bad look on his face, which that's fine. I mean, you can feel how you wanna feel, I get it. Justin's been through a lot of trauma, I think we all have empathy for that, and we noticed that with him. But it did seem like he, like, didn't wanna be there or something. So it's like if you're really not having fun and you don't wanna be there, you have a lot of money, like, you don't have to be there, you know? That was kinda my thought, like, you don't have to force yourself to do those things. And after his Saturn return, just ended on February 13th, um, I don't know, we are gonna see more of a real raw Justin, so maybe this was just him kinda getting his feet wet again after his Saturn return um, coming back out into the spotlight. But yeah, it was a little bit the vibe was a little weird, I thought. And then Trevor made a joke about Hailey Bieber's like Road Cosmetics, about there being like a discount code or something, which she took pretty lightheartedly. She was like laughing about it. And Justin just had like this terrible look on his face. I don't know. If you haven't seen it, just watch it on YouTube, see what you think. But I was like concerned about that. And then when I saw him on stage, yes, his beautiful voice, which is great, but I just felt like it was sad. I feel like the performance was sad. I don't know. It gave me sad feels. Okay, what are you guys saying? Let me see. Hey, Abby, how's it going? Okay, any chance we'll get to Nick and Alandria this week? Oh my gosh, I can definitely do that if you want. MST, let me see. Let me write this down so I don't forget. So I actually don't know much about Nick and Alandria because I didn't watch whatever show they were on. So if you give me a little bit of the context of what you're looking for, MST, from like the reading, I know that she looked really pretty at the Grammys, right? Was it the Grammys? She's wearing that like red dress. That's all I know about her. I know that she's very pretty and that's all I know. So if you want me to read something specific, I will definitely do that for you. Okay, Abby says, wait, hold on. I'm skipping around. Brianna says, but the arranged marriage with Justin Bieber and Haley is also very suspicious. I know. A lot of people think that it was sort of like she's more of like his handler, right? Which it was interesting because when I saw both of them together, it kind of had that vibe. Even if that's not like an official thing that they're doing, there definitely is a feeling where she's sort of more of like the lighthearted one who kind of keeps things moving, kind of keeps him together. Like she was smiling, she was laughing at what Trevor was saying. She did the little like clock it thing. Like she keeps things cutesy. And I feel like he sort of needs that because he comes across as like really heavy, sad, intense, and I feel like she kind of brings him back up, which she's having her Saturn return, like, starting now because her Saturn is in Aries, so we'll see, we'll see how she manages with all of this. She may wanna be more independent in this next 3-year phase of her life, so we'll see. Brianna says, "I loved his vocals, but it seemed off." Okay, yeah, I agree, I agree. Okay, Abby says, "I know we already discussed Nicola and Jake, and Luke and Antonia, but Nicola and Luke interacted on IG recently, like old times they did. Stop. Can we check on how they are doing? Of course we can. Okay. I love this. Nick and Luke like old times. I know they had like such a cute little like back and forth. Hopefully they are going to be like coming back into a good place with their friendship. Brianna says, when him and Haley were on the carpet at the Grammys, to me, he didn't seem like he wanted to be there. Yeah, there was something going on like with his eyes. Like his eyes seemed like kind of heavy and sad. You know what I mean? I don't know. Did you guys notice it too? Like when you see his face, like his eyes seemed sad. Like and his eyelids kind of seemed like, I don't know, like almost closed. Like he sort of, I don't know if he was like on something or like maybe on an anti-anxiety medication, could be something prescription, like, to help him, maybe prescribed by a doctor. I'm not saying he was on, some substance, but it just I don't know, I just got this, like, kind of a down feeling. Whitney says, "His energy is just super interesting and sad." Mhm. Yes, that's exactly why I mentioned him. Okay, Whitney, we're on the same page. Yeah. Well, I hope that his Saturn return helped him to, like, heal and come to terms with some things. Pisces energy is very healing. So maybe during this Pisces season and with the year of the fire horse starting, maybe he'll finally be able to like feel uplifted. We'll put that intention out there for him. Yeah, I know. MSC says he's Bieber is always just emo when I see him. I know. I agree. When he says his feeling towards Haley, even they pull off so much conflicting energy, no wonder people speculate. I know, right? They do seem, like, so different. Like, he seemed really sad. She seemed like she was there for it. She was having fun in front of the camera. She was having fun interacting with Trevor Noah, the host. She was giggling, laughing, loving the performance. Like, she was there to, like, have a good time and show out. And he seemed like, "I don't really wanna be here. I'm kinda too good for this. I'm too cool for this. I don't wanna be messed with right now." Like, and I think that comes from a place of, like, hurt. That's just the feeling I get from him. So, yeah. Oh my god. So sad. Gunyar says, "Someone said they are preparing." What? What? Because you know the dark secrets and could talk about it if you know Epstein and Diddy kind of stuff. Gunyar, what? Oh my god. That is, like, so next level. sad. I hope nothing like that happens. But all of this Epstein stuff is like so beyond you guys. That's like a whole nother, like I have been resisting doing like a full breakdown of it just because it's so dark. Like it's so dark. And I'll like read some of it and then I have to like stop reading it, you know? But I don't know. Maybe I could do like a Patreon video about some of it. Like it's just so bad. Okay. Bruna says they were on Love Island season 7. MSU says I didn't watch the show either. But wasn't there something between them, you guys, with like Nick and Alandria? Like he like hurt her or like broke up with her or something, or he did something bad. Didn't he do something bad? There was something. I remember that much. Hi, Norma. Greetings all. Greetings to you, Norma. How's it going? Okay. MSC says, I am just fascinated that so many people are angry at them and claim they are not really romantic. What is their lore? Apparently, they are business partners trying to get endorsements. I could see that. That would make sense. Okay. Gunnar says, yes. Nicola commented on Luke's Bridgerton post. Oh my gosh. And he only liked her comment and answered to it probably super fast. So he did answer her comment. Interesting. The only people that I heard from the Epstein files were Jay-Z and Beyonce. Well, I heard them. I heard pretty much everyone, like them and like every billionaire. Like so bad. MSU says, yeah, I think that's too heavy, Brit. Right? It is. It is. It's so dark. I wouldn't want you stuck in Epstein muck. Aw. MSU, you're so sweet. Thank you. You are so, so sweet. Okay, Shawn and Bruna, please. Oh, we did that one, Francisca. We did that one. If you scroll back a little bit, it was like, I think that was the second reading that we did. Going well. Adore listening to your readings. Oh my God, Norma, you're so sweet. Thank you. You are so precious. Well, I hope you're having a good night and I hope you're getting excited for the year of the fire horse starting tomorrow. I'm excited, guys. All right. So, oh, Justin Bieber. Yeah. Well, I think he was more of a victim. You know what I mean? So maybe he was redacted. Good point, though. No one has brought up that he was in the files. I wonder if they redacted his name because he would have technically been a victim, right? Because he was a child. He was a minor when it first began. So sad. Okay. MST says no. I saw clips and he kept pursuing 2 other girls. The guy Alandria was with really wanted another guy. Oh, so the stronger along, both Nick and Alandria got kicked off, but then the producers gave them an opportunity to come back as a couple. They did and took off. Okay. So let's just see what the energy is allegedly for entertainment purposes only between Nick and Alandria. All right. So first, let's see, how does Alandria, who, by the way, is so stunning. Oh my gosh. I really did love that red dress that she was wearing. I was like, so pretty. Very fire horse energy. For Orlandria, how does she really feel towards Nick? Now, Nick, I don't even know what he looks like. I can't even picture him. How does Olandria feel towards Nick allegedly? Then can we do Justin Bieber? Oh, you want us to do some more Bieber? Did I not finish that reading on him, Brianna? I thought I did. Oh my God, did I not do it? Did I just talk about it, Brianna, and then not do it? I am losing my mind. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Brianna. Okay, let me do this Nick and Olandria, and then we'll do Bieber. We didn't. Oh my God, guys. Unwell. Well, Saturn's moving into my 3rd house of thinking and communicating, so hold on for dear life. All right, that's not a good sign. Okay, Nick and Olandria. How does Nick feel towards, or how does Olandria feel towards Nick? Allegedly. Oop, the Ace of Wands. Well, she's into it. Okay. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, she's attracted to him. She thinks that he is very good looking. We're patient. It's okay. Oh, Whitney, I love you. You're so sweet. You guys, I'm so sorry. Ace of Wands. All right. I will come back to Bieber right after this, you guys. I'm sorry about that. So, Ace of Wands. Olandria is into Nick. She thinks he is very attractive. Okay. How does Nick allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, feel towards Alandria? So for her, it's more of like a spicy attraction. This is not a cup, this is a wand. So it's more of a fiery attraction. Um, a lot of chemistry. She feels a lot of chemistry around him or towards him. How does he feel towards her? How does Nick feel towards Alandria, allegedly? The Strength card and the Two of Swords. Ugh. Okay, I don't like this at all. Strength and Two of Swords. This is like, in how you feel about somebody. So the Two of Swords is like conflicted. I don't know what to do. I kind of feel trapped, but I'm giving away my power. So the Two of Swords, this person has a blindfold around their eyes and they're holding two swords, so they feel trapped. But all you have to do is put down the swords, take off the blindfold. You're not trapped. You have choices. This is kind of immature thinking. It's like, oh, I feel like I have to do this kind of thing. I don't like this at all. And then the Strength card, like, I'm going to push through. I'm going to make myself do this. I'm going to be strong and stick with this. Okay. Well, I don't know anything about them. I don't know their lore, but it's very weird. I feel like she genuinely is attracted to him. I'm not saying she's like in love with him or anything like that. I don't get that feeling, but I get that she's like, she likes being around him. There's a spark. With him, he's sort of like forcing himself to do this, I guess, because of you guys were saying that there's like endorsements and there's like a financial thing, financial aspect to it. I don't know if they have some sort of agreement because he feels trapped, like he can't say no. So yeah, weird, very weird vibes. Okay. Brianna says people say it's a business relationship, but I genuinely think they like each other. Well, he has the Two of Swords, so that would be like, I don't know what to do. So, like, maybe a part of him likes her, but the Strength card is really weird. Because why would you need to be strong to be in a relationship? Like, I get that, or like maybe he's forcing himself to like stay committed because he's kind of, I don't know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Hmm. It's weird. His energy's weird, I feel like. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if he's getting cold feet about the super couple thing and now can't just walk away. That could totally be it. He feels like he needs to stay strong and stay in it for some reason. So, of course, thanks for the request, MST. That was interesting. He gets a lot of hate for being with her. What? Why? That's weird coming from his energy because on the show he showed interest. Okay, let me get one more clarifier for him. Why do we have the conflicted energy? What's that about? Allegedly for entertainment purposes. What's that energy about? Oh, this one wants to come up. Financial interest. Financial interest versus what? Ooh. Three of Wands. Okay. So this is kind of that Kendall Jenner energy. Remember we got this for her towards Bad Bunny? Here's the thing. Three of Wands, when you're talking about love and asking about like a love that's sort of unstable or like there's some questions here. This is like you have passion. There's wands here. So it's like there's attraction, but there's three. So this is sort of like three's a crowd type of thing. This can be a wandering eye, someone who's looking through the binoculars, like the grass is always greener somewhere else. So this to me is like someone who's really non-committal. Like they don't really know what they want, or they just don't want to be tied down, a fear of commitment, a fear of missing out, someone who is not ready to settle down in any way. And they could be making mistakes and like doing things they regret, like allegedly Kendall Jenner being interested in Bad Bunny breaking it off with him and then now being like, oops, I kind of regret that. So that's kind of this energy. It's like somebody who doesn't really know what they want. So that's kind of that Two of Swords. But Five of Pentacles, he's afraid, I think, to be true to himself because he doesn't want to be left out in the cold financially. So I think he's sort of forcing himself to stay. If there was no financial or public aspect, I think he'd be single just because that's his energy. Three of Wands, this is like him wanting to date multiple people. Like there could be three people that he would also like to date right now. Allegedly. So there you go. I know. I know. I mean, he's younger than her. Yeah. I mean, it's giving young, immature kind of energy. Okay, let's get back to Justin Bieber now, who I never did the reading for, just talked about. Yeah, people drag him. It's vague. He doesn't really like or want her like he claims. Financial interest, very interesting. Wanting to work towards marriage. I will say this though, with her being the Ace of Wands, I think that they both know what they're doing. You know what I mean? I don't feel like anyone is the victim. I feel like they kind of both know, and they have like an agreement, an arrangement. Very interesting. I think it freaks him out more than it freaks her out though. Because I think that, he can't be seen with other people. He can't date other people because that would like ruin everything. She's sort of all right with that. He's not. So, okay, we'll leave it there. Interesting. Love Island season 7 was all over the place, so I don't recommend watching it. Okay. All right, Brianna, good to know. Good to know. Ah, all right. So Justin Bieber, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Let's just check in on how he's doing. First of all, let's see what was the vibe that he had, like what was his thinking behind that performance at the Grammys? I'm very curious about that. And Misty says, I believe it, Britt. Thanks. Thank you. All right. Why did Justin decide to do that like melancholic performance in his underwear and like I don't know, just what's going on with him? Ooh. All right, this one jumped right over. Like that was so weird. 5 of Swords. Okay. 5 of Swords is oh, this is weird. Okay, this is really weird. I'm gonna need to pull a clarifier for this because I can't tell which one he is. There's 2 people on this card. So the person in the foreground of the card is holding 5 swords. And the person in the background of the card is like standing with their head down. I don't know if you can even see them. They're back here, but they have their head down and they're facing the water. Okay. He just finished his Saturn return in Pisces. Water is associated with emotions. We've talked about how he is melancholic. I think he went fully into his melancholy. It was like during the last 3 years, he really stopped running from his trauma, from his sadness, his fears. So I think he went all in. So maybe he is the one in the back on this card. But one person is sad, and the person in the front is like they've stolen all the swords and they have this like evil look on their face. So there's one person in the back who's innocent and sad, and one person on the card who is like, who's just pulled one over on them, who just got away with something, who's plotting against them. Um, Interesting. Let's get a clarifier to see what that has to do with his feelings about this performance, why he did it, all that. Let's see. Brianna says his performance was giving "this is who I am, and if you don't like it, then don't accept it" type of vibe. Okay, interesting. Good for him though. Good for him. And I think that maybe if oh, man, okay, this was gonna mean something. It went all the way to the floor. Maybe if I put myself in his shoes, if we imagine ourselves, like if we had gone through all the things that he went through in the industry, and then you're at the Grammys and you're just there to perform your song, and this guy who's an entertainer is like talking to you and kind of trying to do a shtick, and you've just like been through a lot and you're kind of over it, like maybe you would be like, you know what, I'm not here for that. Like he could just kind of be over it, the entertainment industry. Hmm. Okay. Whoa. The 8 of Cups in reverse, walking away. Holy crap! And this fell all the way down to the ground. And look, this person is walking towards the water. Okay. He's definitely the person in the background on this card, the one that's facing the water. Also, remember how earlier this evening, you guys, I told you about like my little thing that I have in my head whenever I read tarot cards. I always use my Golden Girls deck. And whenever the same character shows up on 2 cards, I always like think of how they're linked because I feel like it's like a little sign that there's more connection between these 2 energies. Definitely, I think this is him. Okay. Because it's Rose and Island. Rose is like sad and looking at the water, and then Rose is the character that's also walking away, but walking towards the water at night. but it came up in reverse, thank goodness. Okay. So in the upright, I would be super worried. All right. To be honest with y'all, I'd be very worried because this could be somebody who's like, like what we were saying earlier, like some of the speculation, like really ready to sign off, that's so sad. And like that would be absolutely horrible. In reverse, this is not doing that, but it's, like, really being over all of it, though. So, like what you said, Bruna, how people have been saying that this is him just being like, "This is me, and if you don't like it, I don't care." So, it's like he's walking away from the industry while staying in it. He's walking away without walking away. He is abandoning the industry and, like, kind of everything that he used to subscribe to before, but he's still gonna be here just as this new version of himself. It is giving post Saturn return clarity. Wow. Okay, so I think that performance was meant to be melancholic because I think he was, like, making a statement. I don't think it was just him being, like, messed up, and maybe people didn't like it that were there, the celebrities that were there could have been confused by it because yeah, maybe he's just like, "This is the reality of, like, where of how I feel right now, and I'm an artist, and I'm gonna express that, and that's what real art is." Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. So I'm walking away from you guys, but I'm gonna make you, have to witness me. Like, you have to see my art. Like, it's very, like I kinda like it. I think it's kinda cool. Um, like, I'm not just gonna disappear, but if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be real. Okay, and then the 5 of swords, this to me has a little bit of a different meaning now. The person in the front, this is someone who is like who's around him. See, in the 5 of swords, this can be something that you don't know yet or something that you're kind of suspicious of, but you're unaware. So this would be a manipulative person in his life. And this could be someone that he works with, someone he worked with in the past, who's still around. It could be anybody. We don't know yet. But there is somebody around him who still would like to manipulate him in certain ways. But I think that he is like, unf-withable at this point in time. So he's not going to be controlled, but there's definitely someone here who would like to pull the strings and who's trying to somehow keep him under control, if you will. I don't like this person at all. Whoever this person is, they have such a bad vibe. Oof, yuck. Okay, very interesting. All right, I'm taking a little sip of my drink here. Hollywood really messed him up. Yeah, yeah. Whitney says shedding. Totally. Totally. And at the end of like the year of the wood snake, I think all of us have shed like some layer of ourselves. And I think that was his shedding. Whitney, well said. I love that. I love that you said shedding. Yeah. I think that's what he was doing, just shedding that old persona. I feel like he just wants to be himself. Brianna says, mm-hmm. Why do I feel like it could be Haley? I know, me too, Brianna. I like didn't want to say it, but like I feel that. Um, I feel it could be also just because of the way that this person is standing in the front and how she was like she's enjoying being in the front. Now, she's about to start her Saturn return in Aries. So that is very much about me energy. Like she's like, whereas his Saturn return in Pisces was about him going deep into his feelings, her Saturn return in Aries has a totally different theme. She's going to be exploring and experiencing what it feels like to be like a power player. Aries is the warrior, a fire sign energy. When Aries, or when Saturn dipped into Aries for like that little taste of the energy back in the spring, summer, like it was literally like the day or like, I don't know, the day or the week after or something that Saturn had just gone into Aries. It was like right around this time that the news broke that Haley had like sold her road company to like Elf for like $1 billion, even though it wasn't really $1 billion, but it was like in the high millions. Um, and that it was weird because that came out right when Saturn, like, went into Aries. So, we talked about this back then on the channel, how I was like, "Oh, wow, it looks like she's really gonna be exploring her power." and like what that means for her to feel like she's no longer, there supporting somebody else, because she's been kind of like supporting Justin for a long time. Now it's like her stepping into her era of being autonomous, doing her own thing. So, I mean, it's possible that she could be the person on the Five of Swords, like wanting to see what she can get out of life. Oh my God. Yikes. Yeah, Brianna says, I feel like she loves the spotlight and she doesn't like when what people have to say about her marriage. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. I mean, she literally sued someone on TikTok for posting their opinions about the marriage. Whatever happened with that? Yeah, that is so weird. Like, I would just ignore people. Like, if someone did that about me, I'd be like, just ignore them. People are going to talk. That's the thing. When you're famous, people are going to talk. It's going to come with it. Just ignore it. Go do other things. I don't know. Go help somebody with all the money you have. Like, I don't know. I would be too busy, like, on my animal sanctuary farm to give a crap about what people are saying on TikTok. So, whatever. Um, Sounds like Haley, yes. Okay, Whitney's intuition's going off. She's thinking it's Haley. Okay, well, interesting. I mean, I forgot about the suing. That does give petty. So, we'll see. We might see a different side of Haley in the coming 3 years, and I guess we'll have to see how that works out for them. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, MF Marissa. How's it going? I'm doing great. Okay, yes. Can we do Tate McCrae and Jack if they spent time together on Valentine's Day? Ooh, so is Jack the new guy that she's dating? Okay, and then I'll do Gunyars, and then I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Time flies when you're having fun, you guys. Can't believe we've already been on here for like an hour and 20 minutes. Like, it feels like no time. You guys are just fun to hang out with. But I gotta go fold my laundry and watch the rest of Peaky Blinders season 1. Has anybody seen that? Just started watching it. Like, I'm a little late, a little behind, but got a lot of seasons ahead. It's so good. I'm obsessed. All right. Brown and Whitney are on the same page. Okay, Tate McCrae and Jack, did they spend time together on Valentine's Day? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What's going on with those two? Oh, I'm so happy you were able to catch a bit of the life too. And I hope that you're excited about tomorrow's nice fresh start with the Year of the Fire Horse. Everybody get ready. Okay. Tate McCrae and Jack, what's the vibe? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, spiritual work. Interesting card to get. Ooh, Tessa says it's really good. Okay, fabulous. I'm gonna watch 56 Days on Amazon Prime on the 18th. It stars Dove Cameron and Avon Jogla. Ooh. Okay, 56 Days. What's that about? Yes, my TikTok's full of things to do and not to do. Right? I know. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, spiritual work. Very weird. I'll be honest, you guys, kind of a weird card to get. Let's get a clarifier. Seven of Cups, 2 sevens. Not sure what to do. There could be a little bit of things could be up in the air with this relationship. Okay, so did they spend time together on Valentine's Day? Jack and Tate McCrae, allegedly. A murder I think you meant to say murder mystery, but it has some romance. Okay, interesting. I love a good murder mystery. I love like murder mysteries, mob movies, mob shows. Did anybody see Wuthering Heights yet? I have heard the worst reviews about it. Like, I've heard that it's like a traumatizing movie, which is disappointing because I like really wanted to see it. Okay, let's see. 2 sevens. What else about these two? Let's see. How does Tate McCrae allegedly feel towards Jack? Three of Pentacles. Likes being around him, but Three of Pentacles, that's really more work focused. She's really, really busy with her work right now. She's actually really focused on working with like looks like two other people. It's so weird that this would come up with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of I don't know. I feel like maybe she's like lost a little bit of interest. It's weird to get a Pentacles answer about. It's kind of like Ariana Grande when we got, like the Eight of Pentacles when asking about her feelings towards Ethan. It's like not really thinking about them too much. How does Jack, I think his name is Jack, feel towards Tate McCrae? Queen of Cups. Woo! Well, he is into her. He feels like she is his Queen of Cups. Like the ideal, like wants to be with her, feels like she is the perfect person for him in a relationship. Like queen has her on a throne. I mean, that's pretty good. I like to see this. So he's really into her. She's like kind of busy, which is sort of funny because you know how sometimes like when you don't really care, like when it comes to like dating with like guys and stuff, like like as soon as you don't care, it's like they really care. That's kind of what this is like. It's like because I don't know, maybe it's also because she sort of doesn't care. He's like he's chasing her basically. Like he sees her as like the ideal. She might be working on more music. Yeah, good point. Okay, people who read the book hated it, but peeps who didn't read the book loved it. Oh, okay. All right, maybe I'll give it a chance. I never liked the book, so I have no want to watch the movie. I don't know. Um, fair enough. Fair enough. I watched this one YouTube video that was like, I watched Wuthering Heights, so you don't have to. And I will say that since they like told the whole story, actually, I probably won't see it now. I'll rent it like at home because like now that I know the whole story, it sort of feels like there's no point. And it was sort of depressing. Anyway, I don't want to give it away if anybody's going to see it. But okay, moving on. Um, did they spend time together on Valentine's Day? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Four of Cups. No, they did not. No, they did not. Or if they did, Four of Cups, it was like disappointing. Maybe not all that maybe he hoped it would be because he sees her as the Queen of Cups. There's 3 cups in front, 1 cup in the back. So this would be like maybe you got to talk on the phone, but you didn't get to see each other. Or maybe you got to see each other, but like for an hour and not like there's some sort of disappointment here. Hmm. And Marissa said, my friend spoiled the movie for me. All I know is the story is messy. Yeah, messy. It is a hot mess. I really want to see the new movie that Jacob Elordi is in. Wuthering Heights or a different one? Is he in another one? He's like been in so many things. I never saw Frankenstein either. I heard it was good, but it looks so scary. um, okay, so like there's a lot going on here, you guys, between these two. Let's get one more just to see. 2 of Wands, looking towards the future. Wow. Okay. So I think when it comes to this connection, Tate McCrae is very into her career right now, as she should be. I mean, she's a young woman. She's focused. She's doing what she needs to do. She is not really thinking about like planning the relationship. It's almost like she feels like she doesn't really have time for that. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. She's focusing on her spiritual work. So something about her career, I would be curious to know like her North Node, her Chiron placement, because something about her career is actually like a spiritual destiny for her. So if we saw her birth chart, we could probably figure out, what that is. But part of what she's doing right now, it's like for a reason and it's spiritual. And so she's very focused on that and on herself, and she needs to be right now. There's some kind of karmic thing she's like working through. With him, he really sees her as like his Queen of Cups. there was some disappointment around Valentine's Day, so maybe they didn't get to see each other or just for a little bit and not as long as I'm guessing maybe he would have liked. But yeah, there's kind of a lot up in the air with those two, and it looks like they're on two totally different pages. But I do think that he's kind of chasing her, like he's sort of waiting by the phone, and she likes him, but I feel like she's just not really that focused on him. So we'll have to see what happens there. It could still pan out, we don't know. Okay. Her other friends are recently single too, so maybe she's catching that vibe too. Maybe. I mean, and she's really young. She's really young. Okay. So now, last one, you guys, before we go, Gunyar says, what kind of karmic relationship Jake and Luke might have? Ooh, interesting between those two. Is there a chance that Nicola and Jake could break up in 2026? And what does Nicola feel and think about Antonia? What does Antonia feel about Nick? Okay, let me try to do an overall to answer these questions. What kind of karmic relationship do Jake and Luke have, if any? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. What's the vibe between those two? And of course, we're talking about Luke Newton and Jake Dunn. Luke, of course, who plays Colin on Bridgerton, the on-screen love interest of Nicola Coughlin, and Jake Dunn, who is the off-screen love interest of Nicola Coughlin. So let's see between these two. Karmic relationship, if any. Ooh, the Seven of Wands. Yup. Well, Gunyar, that is okay. Competition. I mean, that's kind of funny. I would actually be interested now to compare their birth charts. They might have like a South Node connection, where they like fought each other in a past life. And because this is kind of crazy. That's so funny. I mean, asking about the karma, and it's like this card. This is somebody who is fighting off other wands. Now, wands, as we know, that's like passion, it's very phallic. So this could be literally fighting off other people that are trying to be with the person that you're with, and you feeling like you have to like stand your ground. Also, it can be general competition. So there is a competitive energy between the two, either consciously or subconsciously. That's pretty spicy. All right. Is there a chance that Nicola and Jake, yeah, could break up in 2026? Is there a chance, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only? So you're saying there's a chance from Dumb and Dumber. Okay. King of Wands. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll say this. He does not want that to happen. I think that if Nicola, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, tried to break up with him, I think it would only make him want to pursue the relationship more for whatever reason. Maybe it's also has to do with the Seven of Wands competition card. King of Wands, this is somebody who's like full force going to want to be with you. So not if he can help it, not if Jake can help it. He does not want her to break up with him. And I think he's going to be laying on the charm to try to keep it from happening. Okay, what does Nicola feel and think about Antonia? What does Nicola think and feel about Antonia? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. The magician. Interesting. She sees her as a magician of sorts. Um, I think that she finds her interesting. She's like, I don't know how she keeps sort of making things work or making things happen. Maybe she feels like Antonia has Luke under some sort of spell if we take the magician energy literally. Um, yeah, kind of like she's a magician. Like I don't really understand her. I don't get what drives her or I don't really understand what her plans are. But she seems to make everything happen that she wants, including with her relationship. Yeah, I feel like she just doesn't know. It's like she doesn't really get her. Um, she may feel like she's hard to reach. The magician, I mean, the magician is somebody who's like really kind of mystical in a way, kind of magical. The magician, I get this feeling where she's like, wow, Luke's really under her spell. She's like a magician. Huh. Weird. What does Antonia feel towards Nick? Okay, how does Antonia, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, view Nicola Coughlin? Page of Cups. So Antonia sees Nicola as an emotional new beginning. Page of Cups. Somebody who has a fresh take on love, who sees love with fresh eyes. Let me get a clarifier. Eight of Cups. Someone who's willing to walk away, though. What? Does Antonia think that Nicola has walked away from Luke? Interesting. This is kind of a weird take. I will say this. This is a weird take. I definitely think that they have thought about each other and like what's going on with their relationships with Luke, either as a friend or more or whatever. I think that Antonia knows, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, that there was a little something, Page of Cups. She sees it as like a little budding romance or a spark of romance. Something that was never like fully formed though. More of like an attraction. Like Nicola maybe and Luke had an attraction, but then Nicola walked away, Eight of Cups. She almost feels like she's here because Nicola walked away. Whoa, I was not expecting that. My God. Yikes, you guys. Okay, what are y'all saying? Ooh, there's a lot of messages down here. Oh my God. Let me catch up. Okay. He doesn't really post her though. Yeah, it's all up for speculation. MF Marissa said Nicola definitely made it known there's a distance between Luke and Nick for sure. For sure. I think that's why she was like, she comes as this walking away card, Eight of Cups. Oh my God. At least we know Antonia isn't blind. LOL. Placeholder. Tessa says, oh my God. Britt, can you pull one more card about walking away? Sure. Oh my God. So funny, you guys. One more card about the Eight of Cups. Walking away energy. Clarifier. Five of Wands. Competition. I mean, look how these people are competing. It's like a bowling thing. And Wands this is so weird though, because this is similar. I mean, the Five of Wands is quite similar to the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is more like open hostility, okay? Because look, this person is literally fighting off the sticks with a stick. In the Five of Wands, though, they have bowling balls. So it's like we're more playing, we're playing checkers here, not chess. It's like friendly competition vibes. Nothing has gotten real. We're just bowling here. The wands are all around. We're not like fighting each other. It's more like a little implied competition, or there's more of like a vibe of competition, but it's not like, maybe throwing hands or something, like the hostile kind of vibe between the guys. This would be her realizing, like Nicola allegedly realizing that like games are being played, and not wanting to participate, like not wanting to compete. Her being like, okay, I can see that he's like got this other relationship. Like I'm not the type of person who's gonna I'm not gonna Ariana Grande this situation. I'm walking away. He's with somebody. There are people interested in me. Like I'm walking away. That type of thing. So that's sort of what. Oof, interesting. I mean, I will say this: Nicola's very or Antonia is very perceptive. Like nobody's confused here about what's going on. I definitely think there's a vibe, and that's probably why there's distance. Um, because yeah, things got real between all of them, and I think there is still tension. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. It is quite spicy. Silent competition. Exactly. They aren't addressing it directly. Right. MF Marissa, they are not addressing it directly. It's more of like a jealous competition behind the scenes type of thing. Yeah. Tessa says, yep, go Nick. Right. Exactly. That self respect that we love to see. Amen. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. This was so much fun. I love getting to spill the tea with you guys, chit chat a little bit of astrology. Yeah, you guys are the best. So I'm sending you guys a big, big hug and get excited because the Aquarius new moon solar eclipse starts tomorrow, like in the morning, depending on where you are. It's like 7 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, we are getting a really nice, fresh start. So set some good intentions, get out there in the community, Aquarius vibes, tell somebody you love them, just spread the good energy. But okay, guys, I love you so, so much. I will talk to you very soon. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. This was so much fun. Okay. Bye, guys. See you soon.